Amy with Teaching with Mrs. Wiswell, and I just wanted to say hello, check in, give you an update on where we're at. Welcome if this is your first time visiting. Thank you for finding me. And if this isn't your first time, thanks for coming back. So today is Friday, August 25th. And I'm in my classroom and I have a lot to do still. I just can't believe it. I feel like I worked all summer and the to-do list, it doesn't go away. I was listening to a podcaster and she said, I've been teaching for 20 years and my to-do list has never been finished. And I've been teaching for 20 years, 22. And my to-do list has never been finished. I think I used to finish it, but it's just getting harder. There's just more added to our plates and more to do. And, I don't know. It's ongoing. So today I wanted to bring you with me because I plan on doing some lesson planning. I feel like my room's in a really good place. I am waiting on my classroom rug, which I hope it's here in time for open house. But if it's not, then it's not, right? Because I can't change that. It's been ordered and we're just waiting. But I just need to kind of do a brain dump and a must-do list because it's crunch time. Monday is contract days. We have a meeting district-wide. Then we have a staff meeting. Then we have to meet new administrators. So I'm not going to have a lot of time on Monday. Tuesday will probably be spent in our classroom and we have our back-to-school open house on Tuesday night. So I just want to be in a good place because everyone's going to be here. The copier is going to be running and I just want to be done, right? So I can socialize. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of. So I am going to take this handy dandy nifty sheet that I just created. It's going to be in my teacher drive, and I really haven't talked about my teacher drive on YouTube a lot. I share on Instagram and Facebook, but I do have a teacher drive. It's geared towards teachers K through 4, obviously with a big concentration on grade 3 since that's the grade I teach. It has everything from, math and reading to teacher organization to just decorations and basically anything I create, I put in the drive. So it's tried and true to my classroom. And I was going to do it on TPT, but to be honest, I didn't want to photograph everything perfectly. I didn't want to have to write descriptions perfectly. I didn't want to be so fancy. I know I could probably make more money if I did it that way, but I just didn't have the time for that, at least not at this point in my life, while I'm still a classroom teacher and a mom and a wife. So maybe my retirement days, I'll tweak it and get it on TPT if that's still a thing. So anyway, it's this sheet of paper and I have it for my happy planner because I have the punch. So I'm going to add this every week. And basically it has a spot for a brain dump, which is so important to me. I just need to get all my thoughts out. So, and then it has my power 3, which I think is really important. Let's see if I can get it to zoom in, but I probably can't. For every day of the week, and then a spot on the weekend, and where those 3 things that I just want to get done that day that I'll take from my brain dump. So I think this is going to be really helpful in keeping me organized. And here's the sheet. I'll try to get it all in the frame. I'll have a black and white version and a colored version in my drive, and I think it's going to be a good tool to keep me on task because I really am about time management. I'm doing Angela Watson's 40-hour work week. Not to say that I'm going to work 40 hours because for me that's just not feasible, and she talks about that in her 40-hour work week, pick your target number. So for me, that might be working 50 hours. Like going from 70 to 50 hours would be a pretty substantial shift. And it may not be right away because we all know back to school time is a little bit crazy. So maybe it's going to be 70 to 60, then 60 to 50. And depending on the season of life and where I'm at, like when report cards are due, I might have to go back up to 70. I don't know. So I'm really trying to be mindful. Like for lack of a better word, piss away my planning time. I get 40 minutes a day when my kids are at special, and I go to the bathroom, and then I socialize in the office, and then it's time to pick the kids up. So if I have something to do, like I am in my planner planning Mondays during my prep time, I'm going to plan next week's math lessons. Tuesdays, I'm going to copy such and such. Wednesday, I'm going to correct such and such. I don't know what it's going to look like. I haven't got that far, but I know I'm going to do that. And I'm going to go so far as I don't know if I have it handy, but I made a little poster, and I will put it in my teacher drive. And it says, please do not disturb planning in process. I took it a step further and wrote in the bottom, I'm not trying to be rude, I'm just trying to better manage my time. And so obviously if you're a SPED teacher and you need to talk to me and that's the time that we can talk because it's about a student, then please come in. Or my administrator. But if you're just coming in to jaw jack because you want to tell me what you did over the weekend or we're going to plan our drinking night, it has to happen some other time. I need that time. That time is valuable, and I need to take back that time. So I'm going to close my blind, slap that on my door, close and lock my door, and try to really put my head down and get some work done. That's going to be hard for me. I'm very social. I like to interact with my peers. So that's something I have to work on, but everything has a cost. And if I'm not doing that, then I'm not spending time with my family. Then maybe I'm not going out with my friends on the weekend because I'm stuck at work. So it's a balance, and it's one that I'm going to dance with a little bit in hopes of finding that time that little pieces. I just work better in big chunks, so I always just leave it for the weekend. And that's really not fair to my family. So I'm going to learn to work better in littler chunks. And I will take you on that journey with me. Because we shouldn't be working 70, 80 hours a week. I'm not saying I'm going to work contract hours. I don't think that's ever going to be in my makeup. But I am going to take back some of my time and still be a great teacher and an effective teacher and do the extras. But I think I can do it all. At least I'm going to try. All right, so come with me while I make my list. And I'll mostly be using the brain dump side today because this is just like things that need to be done before open house, before the first day of school. And then I have a couple piles to go through. I have some copies to make, and I'm going to just take you along with me. All right? I'm not sure how the camera view is going to work, so bear with me on that. But we'll see what we can do so you can get a good view of what I'm doing. Okay, so as you hopefully were able to see, I have a full list of things I need to do. A couple things on it is plan days 1 and 2. That's pretty important. And by plan, I mean over plan, because you can never plan enough, especially for those first 2 days. Activities that you think are going to take 5 minutes, take 20. Activities that you think are going to take 20 minutes, take 5. I have to label my lucky ducks. I have to prep for my new students, their labels for all their materials, which is such a pain, but has to be done. I have to prep day 1 and 2 materials. Whatever I plan, I have to prep. I've already copied most of what I wanted to do, so I'm a little bit ahead of the game on that. I threw week 2 plans on here. That's a big wish because we have the long weekend, so we're off. We come to school Wednesday, Thursday, then we're off Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so I could always plan that weekend. I need to create a sub-tub. That's probably not going to happen before the first day of school. I'm not planning on needing it, but I need to get it done. I need to finish my open house signs, so I just take little acrylic frames from the Dollar Tree, and I put posters or whatever in them that just say things like, it has our QR code for our Amazon wish list. I put out business cards and magnets for their fridge that say let's keep in touch. I got the jellyfish lamp. You may have seen it in my room tour, and I'm going to have a little chart that the kids can sign up on a name for each of them. We have one blue jellyfish and one pink jellyfish. So I don't know if I'm going to pick the names and have them vote, or just have them put ideas and then we'll vote as a class. Probably the latter, because I think that'll be cute. So I'm just gonna have little signs up around the room for that. I need to fill our take-home folders. So I sent home a Google Doc, a Google form for get to know your student, your child, and I've heard back from majority, but some of them I haven't, so I have to print a paper copy and stick it in a folder so I can get that back ASAP. I have to make my I'm so happy you're here chart, which is going to be tiring because I'm on one leg, but I'll figure it out. I want to work on my scope and sequence because that's not done yet. I want to take all the stuff that I've copied and put the masters back in their binders. I want to create surveys for math, reading, and SEL. I have to label the laptops. We just got those from tech. So I have a lot on my to-do list, and I have now and tomorrow and Sunday if I need it. But yeah. So I'm going to get going on some of that stuff, and I will check in with you as I make my way through stuff. All right? there. So I just wanted to share that I am currently on the Carly and Adam STEM Better Together membership page. And I am downloading some science task cards. And this is just an amazing website. I think it's $14.99 a month. I do want to be transparent and that I am getting the membership for free to share. But I paid for the membership and reached out to Carly and explained that I wanted to share it with my viewers, and she refunded me my membership fee. So I was willing to pay for it because I think it's that awesome. So everything that's on TPT for Carly and Adam is on this membership. So their SEL STEM activities, their fairy tale STEM activities, their everything. It's all here. So that's really cool. And I had, 2 big ticket items in my TPT cart from them. And then I saw this as an option, and I was like, oh, this seems like a no-brainer. Have I already purchased some products from them? Yes. But I feel like I'm totally going to get my money's worth. And they have been absolutely lovely to work with. So I just wanted to pop on and show you. I'm just downloading these right now, and then I will show you what they look like. I just wanted to have some choices. I love task cards. My students seem to love task cards, and I didn't have a lot of science. So when I saw their task card bundle, that's one of the items that I had for my TPT order. I said, and I went looking to see, what they offered in their membership, and I was like, oh, and I was sold. So I just wanted to quickly show you this. I'm kind of in the throes of it, so I can't show you the front page right now. I'm in the download section, but I will show you what it looks like. And they have all their celebrations, like for Dot Day and back to school STEM activities, like team building activities, and it's just really cool. I'm really excited to be a part of this and to get to work with them and promote a product that I use in my classroom. Feels really good. Like I've had different companies reach out to me that want me to share their product with you, and I just can't, because I want to be pretty transparent in what I share, and it has to be something that's applicable, that I am comfortable using in my own classroom, and that I feel really solid about. So this just seemed like the perfect opportunity to team up with them. So I will finish doing what I'm doing, and then I will kind of give you a view of their website. I was struggling to navigate it, and it was totally user error on my part. It's actually pretty easy to navigate, and I'm a little embarrassed about the emails that I had to send, trying to find what I was looking for, but I found it clearly. I'm a downloading fool, and I think this is going to be great. I love doing STEM activities with my kids. I do Wednesdays, I do science and social studies, and my kids love Wednesdays. It's our half day, so I kind of, in place of ELA, I do science and social studies because I tie ELA into it, and I think this is going to be great. I have a makerspace cart in my classroom. You didn't see it in my tour because I don't have it out in the beginning. It takes a few weeks before I will put that out, but I am all about this, all about it. All right, I'll check back in with you once I'm done downloading and show you what I got. Okay, so like I started to tell you, I am teaming up with Carly and Adam and their STEM membership. And I showed you a little bit of footage earlier, but I want to show you their website now that I kind of know how to navigate it. But I do want to say again that I am getting the membership for free. However, I did purchase the membership and then reached out to them, and we decided we were going to be a good collaboration, so they refunded me my membership, which I thought was really awesome. But I think it is well worth. I think it's $14.99. I think that's a coupon code right now for $5 off, and it has everything that they have in their TPT store, which is amazing. So yeah, it's really cool. I'm really excited. So I was saying how I do science once a week in my district, and for me in my grade, it just works for me. We used to do it like every 6 weeks. We would spend a week-long lesson on science, but I just think that kids love science, and I wanted to do more of it. So I do it in place of ELA, but I work ELA into science and social studies because it lends itself to it. But I love doing STEM activities, and they have an excellent resource for lots of SEL books, and that's my jam, and then STEM activities to go with it. So I just wanted to pop on here because I'm looking for something for back to school, and I want to bring you with me. And if I struggle, know that it's me, not the website. I just want to preface that because I was struggling last week, and I think I figured it out, but I'm not 100% sure, so I probably shouldn't be on camera talking about this, but here we go. Okay, so here's the website. Let's see if I can go to home. Let's just so you can see like what you see. So here you go. Then you're at the right place. I think I'm already logged in, so I'm going to go to library. I'm going to go to lesson plans. I'm going to click on menu, and then there's a search, which would have been really helpful last week. I don't know if you can see everything that I'm doing. But so they have STEM challenges, creativity challenges, coding challenges, engineering, math, how to get started. So I'm just going to quickly jump through here because I think what I'm looking for is under social, emotional, or it might be seasonal. So I'm looking for back to school. Yeah, this is what I want. My mouth is a volcano. What to do with a box. The big orange splot. First day jitters. The most magnificent thing. This is so awesome. I am so excited to have this resource. I don't even know. I'm so excited. Like, I am just so excited. So I know I am looking for what to do with a box. So let's click on that. Let's go to downloads. Oh, I know I wanted my mouth as a volcano. So let's do that. And that went to my downloads, and it's downloading now. And it is awesome! It gives you the standards. So this would be for grades 3 through 5, engineering design, generate and compare multiple solutions to a problem based on how well each is likely to meet the criteria and constraints of the problem. This is so awesome. It does the toothpaste activity where I think you probably know you give them a tube of toothpaste and then they try to put it back in, like their words, they can't put them back in. So I am so excited. They always have amazing pictures and just to show, what's going on, when it's okay to erupt, strategies to prevent erupting, and then a volcano, which I was super excited about. So I am going to do this. I'm probably not going to do this on week 1, but I am probably going to do it on week 2 or 3. So I thought while I was in here, I would just get in here and get it printed so I have it. And I can also show you. So that is Carly and Adam's STEM and science website, and it is awesome and you should totally check it out. Hi there! It's now Saturday morning And you guessed it, I'm back in my classroom. So I was able to get a lot done yesterday. However, I'm not done, which isn't a big surprise, because like I was saying, you're never done. But I got a lot of my signs made for open house. I did a little bit of prep for some games we're going to play on the first couple days, but I haven't really sat down and spelled out my days. I don't use my planner the first week or so, maybe 2 weeks. I literally make a Google Doc and spell everything out to the minute. So the time, the activity, and then the procedure. And I really want to show you how I do that. So I'm going to take you along with me today, and we will see what that looks like. I'm getting very excited. I'm looking forward to meeting my families and just getting this year started. So yeah, I will show you what we're doing, and we'll go from there. But I wanted to hop on because I didn't hop on last night to say adios because I knew I was going to pick up this morning. So yeah, I will check back in with you in a bit. Hi there, I'm just checking in. I got some footage of me prepping and doing things, so hopefully you see that. It makes the cut when I edit. But I'm just popping on here because I am like stuck. I've prepped everything for the first week of school. There's enough activities. Really the first 2 weeks, because we only have 2 days on the first week and then we have 4 days on the second week. But now I need to make it make sense and flow and fit into our schedule and make my slides and kind of do all that stuff. And I'm just stuck. I feel like I forget how to do it. I know I just need to do it, but so I moved all the stuff that was prepped and put them on a different table to make space on my table. And I just have all these ideas in my head, and it's like almost like it's too much, and I need to simplify it. Like, I know I want to overplan because you always want to overplan, but I can't implement so many things, and I just These are just second grade babies coming to me. Like, they're not the third graders that I sent to fourth grade. So I need to like remember that. And they're not going to know the expectations until I teach it to them. And I don't want to overwhelm them. So I'm trying to introduce things slowly. But at the same time, I just want to get going. So, I mean, does anyone else struggle with this piece of it? Like, this is the hardest part, and I have put it off until the very last second. And I'm here, and now it's time to do it. And I'm just like struggling. All right, I'll take you along if I decide to do anything. Hi there. So I'm hopping back on. This is going to just be a montage of videos because I although did finish my planning for the first day on Friday or Saturday, I didn't get the second day planned, and I didn't come in yesterday because today is Monday the 28th, and it's our first contract day. So I thought I would work on it today, and we met with our district, the whole district, which we haven't done since pre-COVID. So it was a nice welcome back, and we have meetings most of the morning, but then the afternoon is ours. So I'm going to be busy working on that then. But I thought I'd hop in and just fill you in on where we are. Again, I'm going to piece this together as best I can for the video, but yeah. So if you're back to school, I hope you're having a great week. And if you are not back to school, soak up those last days of summer. But I'll be checking back in later. All right. Hi, I'm back. It's like 8 hours later, and I have been in meetings all day long. Like since 7:30 this morning until 3:15. Maybe not 3:15, maybe it was 2:30. Yeah, it was 2:30. But that's a long time. We did break for lunch, but it felt like a working lunch because we all ate together, which was lovely. But it was hot in our meeting space, and I am just like, I need to get to my room. I have lesson plans to write. So here I am. Everyone's gone home, except for me, who knows no boundaries. I'm working on that this year. I am. Done is better than perfect. And I'm not going to work 80-hour work weeks. I'm not going to work 40-hour work weeks. I'm going to find something in the middle. Except for the first few weeks, because those are grueling. So I thought I would hop on here. I'm going to plan day 2. But I'm kind of all over the place, and I feel like this isn't a great plan with me video because this isn't how I typically plan. I don't have minute by minute plans every day of the year, but you bet your bippy for the first 3 to 5 days I have it spelled out by the minute. No surprises for me. So I am going to see if I can find day 1 lesson plans and kind of show you what that looks like. And then we can kind of figure out the best way to do plan with me videos, because I know that you're interested in that, and I like plan with me videos, and I have a pretty good system, but I don't know how to best film it, so I need to like watch some or investigate like the best camera view. So that's kind of where I'm hung up, and I think part of the reason I put off doing this was because I wanted to film it, and now here I am a day before school or 2 days before school, and I am scrambling. I'm not stressed yet, but I'm scrambling. So yeah, so I'm gonna just kind of bring you along over my shoulder. If I can find, I've done things that do not need to be done. I'm in full avoidance mode. Ever get that way? I'm doing like anything but what needs to be done, and that's not a good place to be. So I am just looking for day 1 lesson plans, which it's kind of concerning me that I don't have it right here. Well, first I think I'll show you this. This is my 3rd grade routines and procedures checklist. So I have this. This is really like day 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5. Of all the routines and procedures that I want to explicitly teach. I kind of break it down by the schedule of the day and how I want them to learn things and in importance, I guess. And what I did this year, which I usually don't do, but I saw it somewhere, is I made a big chart of a lot of these routines, and I laminated it. So as I teach them, we can check them off. And as I reteach them, we can check them off. So I think that's going to be a good visual for the kids, because the kids usually don't see what I'm seeing, but kind of like it'll help them see the expectations. Then I'll teach them the expectations. Then we'll physically check off the expectation that it's been taught, and then we'll check it again that it's been retaught, and we can refer back to that. And on the first day of school, I told you what the expectation was for morning bins. I'm not doing that on the first day of school, but just an example. So let me just show you this, and I can put this in my Google Drive if anyone's interested in it. It's kind of very specific to me, but it could give you an idea, I suppose. So I don't know how this is going to work. I'm going to try to get you in as close as I can, and we'll go from there. But basically, it's the morning routine. Take fold out of backpack, place in bin, place belongings in cubby, greet Mrs. Wiswow, read morning slide, choose a morning bin, attendance and lunch count, pledge. Morning bins. Okay, there's 3 students are allowed at each bin. No swapping bins. Choose a different bin than the one used the day before. Include everyone. Clean up during morning announcements. Morning meeting. Students will be called to the library area by pod. You need to push in your chair and walk quietly to the library. Leader of the day may have a beanbag chair if they want it. The other one is first come, first serve. Please do not choose the beanbag chair if you had it the day before. Follow daily morning meeting slides. Please remember to be respectful and kind. End morning meeting with the following chant. I'll say we are, they'll say smart. I'll say we are, and they'll say kind. I'll say we will, and they'll say succeed. Love that. Don't know who I stole it from, but I love it. Classroom management. I'll go over the nonverbal signals for bathroom, water, help needed. Raise your hand to ask or answer a question. No blurting. Our voice levels, they're posted on the board. attention getters, I use a class doorbell. I'm also going to do the magic wand. There'll be a magic word. The word might be popcorn. When I'm giving directions or lessons, you may not move until you hear the magic word. So if I'm giving directions of getting out your laptops, nobody moves until I say popcorn. Give the hand signal for the bathroom, to go to the bathroom, make eye contact with me, turn on the bathroom light. If the light is on, wait for that student to return. Remember to wash your hands. Lining up, supplies, desk organization, centers, workshop time, classroom, library, and books, technology, flexible seating, and then just, closing circle, classroom cleanup, pack up dismissal, choice time Fridays. So I kind of have it all spelled out, more for me than them, but it's just really nice to have a visual of what I'm doing, because this isn't my first rodeo, but it's still hard to remember everything. So, yeah, that was that. I'm going to see if I can get in focus, and I'm going to see if I can find my day one lesson plans, because that would be helpful. So, let's see what I can find. I had my Google Drive completely cleaned in June, and it is a complete and utter disaster currently. I mean, like, a mess. I want to know why I can't find my lesson plans easily. They should just be jumping out at me. And they're not. I know I wrote them. Good golly, Miss Molly, I hope I wrote them. No, I know I wrote them. I just don't know what I did with them. Why can't I find them in my drive? This is the problem with this. Like, if I don't keep it organized, things get lost, and then here I am on a video fumbling. I may have to shut you off and really look, because I'm not seeing it jumping out at me. Like, I am really surprised. I don't know where they would be unless I forgot to title it. I think I found them. That was scary. It's even scarier because it's taking a minute to load. And it just looks empty. But I think that's because it's still loading. But it's taking a really long time. Alright, I'm going to check back in a minute. Hi there. So after a brief panic, I found what I was looking for. I hadn't titled it because I'm working too late and I'm doing too much and I'm just not on my game, and I hate that. But I found them and I titled it, so I'll be able to find it again. And I just wanted to pop on here and show you what it looks like. So we're going to see what we can see here. That's pretty good. So I just do the time, the subject, the activity, and the procedure that I want to teach. So in the morning, 7:30 to 8, I want to greet the students at the door, help them find their cubby, help them find their desk. I'm going to have Play-Doh activities out for them. I'm going to show them how we do attendance and lunch count. I'm teaching them arrival and morning procedures. 8 to 8:15. We're going to go over hallway expectations. How do we walk in the hallway to specials and lunch? I'm going to introduce marshmallow feet in a 5S line and taps, always trying to earn a compliment. So I'm doing that then because right after that we need to walk to music. So that's kind of, it makes sense. I would like to do bathroom procedures, but it just makes sense that I would do hallway procedures prior to bathroom. If it comes up, I'll address it. But I feel like they need to know how to walk in the hallway because they're going to need to utilize that, and their bathroom procedures will be the same as last year in special. So when they get back, we'll go over classroom procedures, hallway expectations, again, depending on how they did, bathroom procedures, and the hand signals. From 9:15 to 9:45, I have a little all about Mrs. Wiswell in 3rd grade slideshow and question and answer. Then we're going to do two truths and a lie as a class. And then I bumped our morning meeting down to 9:45 to 10:15. We're going to do morning meeting. I'm going to read the book All Are Welcome. We're going to go over morning meeting expectations. We keep our body to ourselves. We pick a spot where we'll be successful. When we are learning, we are participating. We have some All Are Welcome activities to do. And we're going to be going over the procedures for group work and turn and talk. Then we're going to go to lunch and recess, hallway expectations. When we come back, we're going to do our All About Me banner. We'll go over our supply expectations at that point, cleaning up from an activity expectations. Then we're going to do a brain break. So our brain break, dance party, etc. expectations. Then we're going to do a little task card activity. I use task cards and Play Scoot a lot in my classroom. So it makes sense to go over those expectations. Day 1, we're going to begin our first chapter book, which is 3rd grade Angels, always a crowd pleaser. From 1 to 1:30, we're going to go over our classroom expectations, behavior management, etc. So I do a couple different things. I have a wow board. If they wow me, they put their name on the board. When the board is full, I pull 5 names at random. They line up, number, letter, and if their name's in that box, they get to pick from the prize box. They're going to individually be working to fill up a sticker chart for doing things that are expected behaviors. I have a point system, which is students versus Mrs. Wiswell. They get a point if the class is on task and doing what the expectation is. I get a point if they're not. Compliments, we have a compliment jar. So if they get a compliment from someone outside the classroom, the principal, another teacher, etc., they get 10 compliments. They get a prize, like extra recess or something like that, something we decide upon ahead of time. If they complete their reading logs monthly, they get to pick from the prize box. Then I'm going to introduce morning bins to them so that they can use them the following morning. So the expectation, the voice level when they're doing it, etc., etc. Then we're going to go over how to pack up, what that looks like, and the day will be over. So, let me see if I can switch you around here. Sorry. That is a look at how I plan for the first really 5 days of school. I spell it out just like that. I also have slides that match it because I want them to get used to relying on the slides. So I very loosely plan, and I really stick to my slides, and those are where my in-depth instruction is. It works for me. I really like teaching with slides. It keeps me on task. It keeps the kids on task. It reminds me to do things like the essential questions and all the important things that I just don't want to type out and in a lesson plan, right? So I just use a happy planner, and I just write down a page number and whatever, and then that's enough to cue me. And then when I make my slides, I just read them to the students. So, but that's what that looks like. I'm going to work on day 2, and then I'm going to get out of here because I'm tired, and I'll make my slides tomorrow. And tomorrow's a full day, and then we have back to school night. And then Wednesday we have kiddos, which I'm super excited for. All right, I'm going to close out the blog here. The vlog. I can't talk. Words are hard. And I'll probably check back in maybe Wednesday for the first day of school, because I like to have record of that. But maybe not. So we'll just have to see. Life is kind of hard right now with my leg, and teaching is going to be kind of hard with my leg. Like, just thinking of like greeting the students and helping them navigate their cubbies and things, like, it feels a little bit overwhelming. But I keep reminding myself I'm not a kindergarten teacher, I'm a 3rd grade teacher, and it's not going to be so bad. But I do have a couple students that are new to this school. So I want them to feel welcome, and they're not going to know the routines. So I want to make sure that I am a warm face for them to see. I'm hoping they come to back to school night, because that'll help. Bye.